It's the home of the Bulls here in Chicago as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the United Center. Kevin Harlan here with you on this beautiful Saturday evening. Joining me, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Welcome to our 2K Sports broadcast. We're glad you tuned in. Take a look at the Rockets. Sixth game of the season for them, and when you're 4-1 already, you've got a good feeling about each game.
You know, checking out the Rockets, they've really turned some heads with their performance this year.
They have. I mean, I don't think anybody expected this club to perform the way they have to this point. I mean, it's been a surprise. The expectations were low, and I think they've used that to their advantage. They've really just locked in on what they've had to do, and they've played better than anybody really could have expected.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Garrett in at point guard. Terrence Williams is out there with Odom. Then it's Scola, and it's Martin in at the 2 guard. And for the Bulls, Luol Deng and Carlos Boozer, they're in the forward slots. Rose is flanked by Bogans in the backcourt. And it's Noah in at the 5, roaming the paint.
After coming over from the Celtics, Tom Thibodeau has really brought his brand of defense over to the Bulls. I mean, you've seen it. Hard to argue with the result. He was just what the Bulls were looking for in a new head coach.
Here is Bogans. A second chance effort. Garrett grabs the rebound inside.
Certainly not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
Chicago foul called. Derrick Rose. First personal foul, team's first. Garrett taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. Out of bounds. And they retain possession. I'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that he had to imprint on his team not to get overwhelmed when this offense gets hot and starts putting up points in bunches. He said it'll be tough at times, but as long as we keep working hard and make them work harder, we'll be able to weather any storm. Guys?
All right, Doris, they're probably, Clark, well aware of the firepower they're up against.
Well, Kevin and Steve, you always have to be aware of that when you're facing these guys.
Yeah, no question. If you're not prepared right from the outset, then this team will punch you in the mouth and get off to a big lead early. So they've got to be up to the task defensively. Well, Chicago really established its home record last year at the United Center. In fact, they finished with the best record at home in the Eastern Conference. That was one of the big reasons why they were the #1 overall seed in the playoffs. Boy, the defense has to commit so much attention to him. He's just an important part of this offense. Well, credit the defense, but you've got to be more careful with the ball.
Here's Rose. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. You mentioned the Bulls, Steve, tied the other #1 seed, the Spurs, for the best home record in the entire league. Boy, those were 2 great teams in the regular year, Clark.
They certainly were. 36 wins in 41 tries. Just what you'd expect from a team that was so dominant at home like the Bulls were.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Well, I got away from them there at the end, but the fact that they kept it as close as they did for as long as they did says a little something about the effort they put forth.
Yeah, Steve, I hear you on that. They wanted this one, and I don't think they're settling and too happy about moral victories here.
Now here's Deng, averaging 6 points per contest. 6 to shoot. Left side, Deng. And again, Chicago, no good. Takes it up. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here's Rose. Right now averaging 15 points a game. Odom with the double team. Here's Noah. Guarded now by Lamar Odom. Shot to end this cold run. And there's Deng. That's good on the assist by Noah. Deng's got himself going there. His first points of the game. And slam dunk. Wow! Now the Sprite slam cam for the replay.
Good job there. No hesitation taking the ball right to the rack.
You know what, guys? Always the best plan in that situation.
Picked his pocket. Here's Garrett. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
And they've got to feel pretty good because last year they took both meetings between these two clubs.
He's covered by Rose. He's covered by Rose. From 17 feet out. Scola, no luck. So like Steve just said, they shut these guys out last season no differently than you would have predicted.
Yeah, guys, I mean, they put just as much hurt on them as the teams in their own conference did.
No reason not to pull up for the three right there.
He's got 10. Lets it go from deep. That's good. Odom's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Bulls trail by 5.
What a year Lamar Odom had last season for the Lakers. At times starting, but also coming off the bench when Andrew Bynum was healthy. But he had a terrific year shooting the ball, about 53% from the floor and almost 40% from the three-point line.
He kicks it to Martin. Three-pointer. Chicago grabs the miss. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Just talking about Odom, 40% from deep is out of this world for a guy his size.
I love Lamar's versatility, Kevin. I mean, and adding that three-point shot, being more efficient from out there, just helps him be more effective as an all-around player.
So here's Scola, following the score by Derrick Rose.
I think he baited him on that pass. Very savvy defense. And the big run gives them the lead.
This is great basketball to watch. When the offense and defense are clicking and feeding off one another the way they are, beautiful.
Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Launches it. That's good. 13 points in the game.
Well, I like that he's come up with some big baskets for this team to help him out in getting this lead.
He feeds it to Bogans. Over Martin. Unbelievable shot at the buzzer.
Boy, this guy just as calm as can be. Even with the clock ticking down to 0.
It's all tied. So far. "13 points in the game. Garrett gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Rockets lead by 5.
You know, the Rockets don't have a singular star scorer, guys, but they focus on efficiency and they share the ball around really well. Everybody touches it. In fact, Houston tied for first in assists last season at almost 24 a game. I think that speaks to unselfishness as a ball club.
So with Boozer on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. It's Gibson and Noah at the 4 and the 5. Rose and Dang on the floor, and it's Brewer in at the 2 spot. He's covered by Rose. Again, the Rockets score. You're right about that, Clark. Going back to the Rockets' unselfishness on offense, despite all that passing, they did a good job protecting the ball, too. Steve, were tied for 8th fewest turnovers in the league.
Well, it's a Rick Adelman staple as a coach. His teams have always really been solid offensively. They move the ball, but they take care of it, and that's exactly what the Rockets did a year ago.
Fires, high post. The shot is off, and the Rockets going the other way now. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
It's hard to put a finger on what they did best offensively, guys, because they did so many things well in that game.
Yeah, they sure did. I mean, what jumped out at me most was their communication. I mean, they were really talking to each other, and everybody was doing it. They were on the same page, clearly.
And Noah backs down. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Patterson. Rockets leading by 7. You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. Well, you look at Williams. Dangerous player from three-point land. A great talent with a great release.
Well, it's not just that he's getting the baskets, Kevin, but he's been doing a great job of getting open for a shot. So it's a combination of making shots, but before that, getting himself open to take the shot.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Bogans comes in for Ronnie Brewer. And it's Watson in for Derrick Rose. Tipped away. Here's Garrett. And slammed down hard. Another look on the Sprite Slam Cam.
Now that's a special order right there.
Not everybody can cap off a dunk like that.
Yeah, very difficult maneuver, but a tremendous one if you can pull it off.
Kicks it to Bogans. Three-pointer. The Rockets pull it in.
You know, last year a bit of a weird one for Terrence Williams. I mean, he started out with the Nets and then eventually was traded to the Rockets mid-season.
He's covered by Watson. Here's Scola. Goes back up, and it's sent back by Noah. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Rockets. Right now they're off to a fast start. First place in the conference. And of course Dallas, a game behind.
Right now for the Rockets, they've done a fantastic job this year. I mean, just unbelievable. Compared to last season, they've taken a huge step forward.
They have, Clark, and I think the way they've done it is just by competing on a nightly basis. I mean, they come out to play. They're well prepared. And they've done a nice job of really playing well together and making the most of the talent that they have.
Clark, you brought up Terrence Williams. He broke some rules at New Jersey, too, and they sent him, Steve, remember, to the D-League as punishment.
Yeah, so talented. I mean, Terrence Williams is a guy, when you look at him and you watch him play, you think, man, he could be a star. So for him, it's a matter of maturity. If he can grow and learn how to just work on his game and keep his focus on improving his game and helping the team, got a chance to be special.
Watson kicks to Dang. Williams picks him up. Dang passes to Bogans. There's the triple. Gets it to go. Bogans got 8 points.
And the defense really has to pick it up here, guys. They allowed themselves to get picked too easily.
Screen by Scola. Down low. It's stolen by Dang.
Boy, good anticipation. A solid play to pick off that entry pass.
Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for Houston. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game is the first and last of their homestand. So for the Bulls, Carlos Boozer's checked in for Gibson. Rasul Butler comes in for Luol Deng. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for C.J. Watson. The Rockets also changing it up. Lamar Odom, who's checked in for Patterson. Budinger checks in for Terrence Williams. And it's Lee in for Kevin Martin. And Noah backs down. Takes a three. And it's Butler missing. Rockets leading by 6.
Opportunity to go 2 for 1 here if they want it.
Steve, let's see if they go for it.
Here's Garrett. Bucket's good. 24 points for him.
Well, you love the way he searched for good shots all game long.
Outside Rose. Banked in off the glass.
Well, you just see them taking it strong into the paint over and over again.
Yeah, that really seems to be the strategy, partner. I mean, pound it inside.
Here's Garrett. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. That one on Rose.
That's good defense. Don't let a guy get a lay-in, foul hard, and send him to the free throw line.
Yeah, I like that billboard there. Sending a message. You can't come in here and get anything free in our paint.
Another steal.
I'm not sure what they're thinking offensively. Poor decision on that pass.
And that does it for the first half of play. Rockets ahead, up by 7.
And we got a fun one going on in Chicago as HP New Jersey ended up with a loss to the Magic.
And now the third quarter about to get going. Rockets leading by 7.
I think you knew the Bulls were geared up for a deep postseason run last year, and after their regular season, I don't think they disappointed at all.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Garrett, he's in at the point. Odom out there with Scola. Then there's Martin, and it's Williams at the 3, the small forward.
That's where you like to get shots, inside and close to the hoop.
Getting back to the Bulls, anytime you top 60 wins and are the top seed in the league, you know, you're expected to do, Steve, some pretty big things come the postseason.
And getting to the Eastern Conference Finals was fantastic for Chicago, but now the honeymoon's over. Now the expectations will be high, and anything less than a trip to the finals may be viewed as a failure by the fans.
Bogans dishes to Rose. There's the three. On offense, here are the Rockets. 11-point game. Took him no time at all on that one. He has 30. Here's Rose. He has 6.
You figured it was just a matter of time before Mikal found his way back to a sideline. I mean, he just has too much love for the game and wanted to be in the middle of the action, so he couldn't stay away too long. How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
He's covered by Rose. 30 points in the game. Stolen by Noah. Drops in the breakaway layup. Hogan's got 10 points.
Well, that's great. You take advantage of that turnover and convert at the other end.
Absolutely. I mean, points off turnovers this time generated off the steal.
Guarded now by Lamar Odom. Tipped. And here's the break. Here's Garrett. Oh! Man, oh, man. Phenomenal play. Now the replay from the Sprite Slam Cam.
My goodness, you got to give it up. That was incredible.
Ooh, what a takeoff.
Oh, that was something special.
Bulls trail by 12.
Well, getting back to Mikal, it'd be very interesting to see what he can do, as this will be the first time out of the Timberwolves franchise. So a second opportunity for Mikal. And I think his strength is actually coaching. I think that's what he's best at. So this could be a very good fit for him and for Houston.
That was your number. Give him a hand. Come on, Chicago.
Here is Bogans. He's got 10. Rose kicks it to Noah. He dishes it to Dang. And Boozer backs in. 3 on the clock. The 3. Williams pulls it in. Williams has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
You know, you look at the stats last year for Rose. Just unbelievable as he established the Bulls as his team.
Very easy call to make. No question contact on that shot.
Yeah, you know, you can allow a little contact, but not quite that much.
Making a switch here, the Bulls. Thomas is checked in. Good on both. Yeah, Clark can go back to Rose, 25 points and almost 8 assists a game for him.
Well, Clark, I'll take this one if you don't mind. But, you know, Rose's field goal percentage dipped a little bit. But remember, he was taking about 4 more three-pointers per game. And I think Rose has to take so many of the late shot clock attempts for the Bulls because they don't have a second option who can create his own shot. So that's why sometimes those field goal percentages can be a little misleading.
Pass to Boozer. Odom's there with his first shot attempt, and Boozer puts it in.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable. Oh! How's that for finishing with flavor?
Absolutely fantastic.
I think he was saving that one for a special occasion.
Here's Rose. He's got 8. Passes it to Bogans. The tray. They grab their own miss. The second effort. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That's exactly where they wanted to go with the ball, even though he didn't finish.
Here's Garrett. And the rebound goes to Boozer. Boozer's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, guys, after 4 seasons with Coach Adelman at the helm, the Rockets front brass decided to go in a new direction this offseason. A little bit surprising because of Rick Adelman's respect and success around the league. A bold move for a franchise, not afraid to think differently. I think Adelman did a great job helping that team overachieve, though.
Shot clock at 5. Houston needs to get a shot off. Gets a look, and that is good. He has 40.
The defense that time didn't do quite enough. I mean, it takes a lot of effort to stop him when he gets in tight.
And Steve, you know, Adelman wasn't in favor of the new direction that the front office wanted to go with the Rockets.
And cheer them on. There we go.
Oh, dunks it down.
Hey, don't let that size deceive you now. He can get to the rim as good as anybody.
Well, he doesn't mess around once he gets there, that's for sure.
Now, guys, he loves to throw it down with some style.
So with Rose on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Margo's out there with Watson. Then there's Thomas. Then it's Dang, and it's Bogans in at the 3 slot. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. NBA legend Rick Barry wrote that he thinks the players today are much better ball handlers than in his era. Would you agree, Clark?
Yeah, I certainly would. I mean, you think about it, players nowadays idolize the Magics and the Iversons of the world, and they have a lot more good ball handlers to look at and pattern themselves after.
The 3. It's hauled in by Thomas. Bulls trail by 15. Watson, the pass to Parker. Here's Garrett. Lifts up, and he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. And here's what the Chicago Bulls schedule is looking like. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks, and that's the 3rd of 4 straight played at home. In what ways do you think the players of Barry's era were better?
You know what? It's interesting. I think players in the era of Rick Barry understood how to play more. Without the ball especially. Guys now are so locked into having the ball that they're not as effective without it.
Well, the Rockets, like a lot of Western teams, really took advantage of their schedule versus the Eastern Conference. They went 18-12 versus Eastern Conference foes.
And the Rockets playing against the East. Steve, you just told us those nice records, those nice wins they had. They really took advantage of that, Clark.
Yeah, they did. The Eastern Conference is tough at the top, but it still has probably almost twice as many bad teams as the West does. I mean, you look at it and you see the number of teams over 500 in the West. There's 2 or 3 teams don't make the playoffs in the West with better than 500 records. And the Rockets know they needed every win they could get, and they didn't overlook anybody for the most part.
How about the Bulls' improvement a year ago, guys? They won 62 games, up from 41 in the previous year. Once again, Chicago has become a dominant team.
So for the Bulls, Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Thomas. Boozer comes in for Gennaro Pargo. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for C.J. Watson. And then for Houston, Luis Scola, he's checked in for Hill. Odom comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Martin in for Johnny Flynn. Chicago calls timeout. And dominant is the right word, as you mentioned, with the Bulls. They just ran away with the regular season.
Kevin, it's been a while since the Bulls had the best record in the NBA, but the way they came together, it wasn't really shocking. They were good defensively, and they had chemistry and cohesiveness offensively.
Dang, kept alive. Here's Rose, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Crashing the offensive glass is such a big part of this game, and it's going to pay off for them.
Here's Garrett. Another miss by Houston.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there, challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
The feed to Bogans from deep. No good. And the Rockets going the other way now. Here's the break. Pushes up. Chicago grabs the miss. Noah's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Guys, you keep trying to force the issue. Take the D head on. Sometimes it backfires, and that's been the case for him. He's trying to do too much.
For the 3, and that one's good.
We see very few mistakes from him at that end of the floor.
Rose with the ball. Left side Rose, just 5 on the clock. It falls after a friendly bounce off the back of the rim. Rose has got 4 this quarter. Rockets leading by 15. Jams it straight down.
The defense just swung wide open for him there. Easy shot.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they didn't put up any resistance at all.
Here is Rose.
2 minutes.
Dishes it to Bogans. Beyond the arc. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 7th assist here tonight. So it's Houston now. They lead by 14. And an emphatic dunk.
Now that's just rubbing it in, fellas.
Throwing it down with style.
These folks are not going to forget that one anytime soon.
And there's the pass to Boozer. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 10 points for Carlos Boozer. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Garrett, and it's sent back by Noah. Straight up, and it's Boozer that time in the assist by Dang. Dang's got 3 assists now in this one. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
The kick out to Odom. Here's Garrett. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Looking to close this game out strong here.
Yeah, this one will be put away. If they can get just a few more buckets, he can put it on ice.
And the Rockets making a change here. Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Stoll. Budinger checks in for Lamar Odom. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Terrence Williams. And it's Dragic in for Kevin Martin. Here's Rose. Budinger grabs the board.
Difficult shot from mid-range, and the defense was all over him.
Boy, I like the close out there, Steve. Well done.
Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. .46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
You know, even though he's bite-sized compared to the big man on the floor, he's done some really tall work on the boards.
And that's going to do it. I mean, this thing is pretty much over. They played well.
Well, it has been a bit anticlimactic the end of the game, but sometimes that's the way it goes.
Now here's Rose. Fade away. Bogans can't get it to go.
Not the smartest shot in the world there.
Got to use your head out here. You can't just play. You got to think about it a little bit, too.
Here's Garrett. Takes it right up. And here comes Rose. And Noah backs down. The kick out to Boozer. Here's Rose. And again, no good by Chicago.
Boy, surprised to see that one stay out.
Me too, Steve. I mean, those are ones that usually go down for sure.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. How much to be critical of with this win, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game.
Let it go, breathe a little, just let it.
It's got to be a great feeling setting the team record for points tonight. How does it feel to achieve such an accomplishment?
You know, I saw it coming. I had a feeling tonight was going to be a great game, and I didn't disappoint. It's pretty special to have my name at the top of a list like that, but I've got so much more I intend to accomplish. This is just one small honor in my overall master plan.